As said by Salvador Dali, have no fear of perfection, for you will never reach it. Hey designers, I'm Ismail, and I have to say, you are doing a great job. Are you a design student, a freelance designer, or an in-house designer? It doesn't matter. You are the master of your craft. And as any good master knows, there is always room for improvement. Yeah, maybe you don't work as fast as you need to be, or maybe you are not as inspired to create great work, or maybe you just don't like your designs, or heaven forbid, your clients doesn't like them either. Well, have no fear, these 5 habits to improve your designs are here. Yes, 5 habits that I am sure that if you put them in practice in your life, you could level up your design game. Just keep in mind, these habits are not in a particular order. This is not a ranking list. Some are practical, some are more like life advice, but all of them can help you to become a better designer. Alright, the first habit to improve your design is that you always need to be sketching. Yes, I know you want to jump straight to your computer and start doing that artwork that you have to present tomorrow to your client. But let's get back to the basic designers. One of the first things they teach you in design school is that you have to go manual before you go digital. So for anyone that doesn't know what a sketch is a brief drawing that is complex enough so you can explain your design vision or your design idea. Remember, this is just a general outline, so you don't have to worry yourself with details or shadows or textures unless one of those items is necessary so your client or your coworker can understand your design idea. If you sketch before you start designing on the computer, you will save, I'm not kidding, like 50% of the time you are wasting looking at the computer and debating in your mind that, well, this have to go there, maybe the headline is too big, maybe the text is going to be yada yada yada. That process you already did it when you were sketching it. The beauty of this is that anyone can do it. You just grab a pen and some paper and you're ready to go. Now here is a quick PSA for anyone who wants to be good at sketching. I recommend that you use either a pen or a pencil, but if you use the pencil, remember to ditch the eraser. Now the reason for this is that when you use a pen or a pencil without the eraser and you make a mistake, you can go back, you can take that back, you have to deal with it. And this will help you to understand failure and will help you to become a more confident designer. And let's go to the second habit, which is give feedback. Feedback to whom? Well, designers, artists, filmmakers, architects, YouTubers, uh, painters, any creative that is also doing good work like you out there. But come on, why should I waste my time giving my opinion to other people who probably won't care what I have to say? Well, great question, and this had 3 quick answers. Number one, they do. We creative people have a special kind of pride when it comes to our work. What happens when someone says that your design rocks, and what's happened when someone says that your design sucks? Quick answer number two, you can give feedback from anywhere to anyone in the world. Behance, Dribble, Instagram post, Facebook post, YouTube comments. With technology, now there is no excuse to speak your mind. And finally, quick answer number three, in order for you to give feedback, you first have to analyze the strengths, the weaknesses, the good points, the bad points, what you like or what you don't like from the artwork or the piece that this creator did. And when you do this process, what you acquire in change is you get knowledge and you develop tastes. 2 things that are important for your design game. You get knowledge by identifying the processes and the resources that the designer or the artist did in order to solve the problem. Maybe you saw a great illustration with a beautiful palette and you can use that palette to solve your web design problem. And as for taste, this is sort of like a sixth sense that designer have. You start to see that living coral is the current Pantone color of the year 2019. Bold typography and custom made illustrations, not only in branding but also in app design, in web design. So you stay on top of these trends, and this will help you to improve your design because your design will not look outdated. Now, a second PSA is that when you're giving feedback to someone else, you have to always keep this mantra on your head: kindness is not debatable. This phrase, coined by Gary Vaynerchuk, is a must not only when you're giving design feedback, but also when you're giving feedback or advice to people in general. I mean, yes, be honest, but come on, people, some empathy. Don't be a mean person. Okay, are you ready for the third habit? This is the other phase of the second habit, which is ask and receive feedback. Now, who's laughing now? Just as you are willing to give feedback, you have to be willing to receive it. And this does not apply just to other creatives or other designers. This applies to your clients, your coworkers, and even your teachers. Easier said than done, right? This habit is probably the most uncomfortable on this list because it's the only one that you won't have fully control over it. The opinion people can give can be either destructive or can be really uplifting, so you have to be prepared for either of them. The best way to stay strong and prepared for this is that you have to ask for feedback before you receive it. You do that and you're ready to receive the comments. You are in a state of come at me, bro. I'm going to receive it, I'm going to analyze it with awareness and humility. Needless to say, you can see why this habit will help you improve in your design. With those eulogies or those criticisms, you know which part of your design process you have to change. Wow, that green sucks. Well, no, I know that I don't have to use that color anymore. Man, I'm digging that isometric style of yours. Well, thank you. Now I know that I have to keep popping out these isometric bad boys. Let's continue with habit number 4 to improve your design. And this is a fun one, is having always a personal project. How to improve your design? Well, you have to keep designing. And what better way to keep those creative juices flowing and those mad skills on point doing that personal project that is there, is there. You have been so much patient with that project, maybe tomorrow, maybe this Sunday, maybe it's an upgrade design, personal typography. Maybe it's a t-shirt, a poster that you want to put in your house. I know that you're a busy person. As a designer, we tend to be very busy. But try to use a little bit of your time to work on it. Try to test your skills with this personal project. If you're really into animation, try to do a short story or a series of exercises that you can later upload on YouTube or on your Behance page. See, it doesn't have to be a big project. So maybe you are not up for it. Well, I will give you a little tip so you can start to work on that project. Just say, I'm going to work exactly 5 minutes in this project. Nothing else, just 5 minutes of my undivided attention in this. Time will fly by because you just committed only 5 minutes to that project. Your brain will start to function, will start to say, well, we can do this, we can do that, and those 5 minutes will become an hour, 2 hours. And even if that 5 minutes didn't become 2 hours, you at least did something that already puts you on the other side of the equation. No, I can't take credit for this hack for procrastination. Kevin Systrom, who is the CEO of Instagram, is the one that came up with this idea. Just 5 minutes to conquer your fears and start working on that special project. Well, we've come to the final habit to improve your design, and that is stop being a perfectionist. Ouch, ouch, that one really hits close to home. Being a big fan of Stanley Kubrick, I always admire his really intensive care for details, his shots, the way he made one take after another, and everything it had to be the vision that he had. And yeah, his movies are awesome. I love his movies. He was a really good role model in my early design studies. I learned that you have to push yourself and push other people too. It will be so exhausting. At the end, is worth it. But slowly I realized that his vision, his technique is not valid nowadays. We live in a fast-paced, high dynamic world, and for you to think that if you change the grid 3 times and that you have to look just for the right photo for this website or the right color for the headlines, you're just wasting time, and that hurts your client relations, and even worse, this hurts your design. There will be always something better, a better design, a more logical design. This is not because you lack skills. This is not because you fail as a designer. As I said, this is a fast-paced world. Needs change. Tastes change. Trends change. People change. There is a great quote that I don't remember who said it, but it was something like this. I'm paraphrasing. A perfect design is a design that has been released too late. Don't expect your design to be perfect because there will be always client changes. So, this has been the 5 habits to help improve your design. I hope that you creatives have found some, if not all of them, useful. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, always be sketching. Give, ask, and receive feedback. Work on that special project and stop being a perfectionist. I will see you on another occasion, and remember, Helvetica is not always the right answer.